You know, we could all use some encouragement. And I've got some good news for you. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Mark.
Hey, greetings, fellow travelers, and welcome back to 5 Minutes with Mark. I'm glad you're here. We're in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 14. We're going to pick up at verse 53. And they led Jesus away to the high priest, and with him were assembled all the chief priests, the elders, and the scribes. But Peter followed him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. And he sat with the servants and warmed himself at the fire. Now the chief priest and all the council sought testimony against Jesus to put him to death, but found none. For many bore false witness against him, but their testimonies did not agree. Then some rose up and bore false witness against him, saying, We heard him say, I will destroy this temple made with hands, and with 3 days I will build another made without hands. But not even then did their testimony agree. Stop right there. Why did they execute Jesus? Why are they trying to get rid of him? They're trying to get rid of him, well, for 2 reasons. First of all, he has confronted the temple system head on. He has pulled the veil back. He has shown how crooked and how human an institution it has become. That they're not leading people into a relationship with their Creator. They are driving the people with fear of breaking the law. They're controlling people, and they're taking their money. It's really become a very profitable business, this temple. And so, while within the organization there are good people, we can never look at an organization and say it's just wicked and rotten to the core. No, there were probably very devout, compassionate, loving people who were in, but as a whole, as it's being driven, it's far, far away from God. Jesus calls them hypocrites, broods of vipers, whitewashed tombs filled with dead men's bones, cups that are clean on the outside and filthy on the inside. All these things. Jesus' words, not mine. And he's confronted them. Remember, he went into Jerusalem to the temple, overturned the money changers' tables, and said, You've turned the house of prayer into a den of thieves. That didn't go over well. The other thing is that they're really afraid that Jesus has gained great popularity and that he has made statements that he is the Messiah. They're really afraid that he is going to start an insurrection. They're right now kind of in a peaceful lull with Rome. Things are going okay. The last thing we need is some other crazy guy to come out of the Galilean wilderness and stir everything up and create problems for us. We got enough problems already. And he's very charismatic. And he's very popular. And he keeps doing these miracles, but he won't do them on demand. He'll only do them when he wants to. By the way, God is still doing miracles. He won't do them on demand. He'll only do them when he wants to. They get Jesus into the home of the chief priest. Again, the whole thing is sketchy. The whole process is illegal. By their own rules, they can't do this. They can't hold a trial in the middle of the night in a private place outside of the public eye, but they're doing it. And they're trying to come up with some way to pin a death sentence on this man. And they have false witnesses, people coming up saying, he said he was going to destroy the temple. But none of their testimony agreed. Now the Bible's very clear that by the testimony of 2 or 3, a fact is established. But these guys can't even get 2 or 3 to agree on what the problem is. They just know they don't like him. They know they're afraid of him. They know they hate him, and they want him to disappear. They bore false witness. but their testimony didn't agree. At the end of the day, they've got nothing. They have nothing. The Son of God is on trial, and there's no evidence against him. There's no cause for it. There is no purpose outside of the fear and the greed and the power of those men who are in charge. That's it. I think we still live in that world. We still live in a world where fear and greed, power, and wealth are the driving, motivating factors for a lot of things that happen in the world out there and in the world of our churches. A lot of things, a lot of decisions are made because people are afraid of the truth. They're afraid of losing their power and their influence and their wealth and their security and their comfort, which is not in God, but which is in the things that they possess. And they're willing to misrepresent Jesus for their own personal gain. That's what's happening here. And it's still happening. The good news is Jesus he's in control. It doesn't look like it, but he is. This was the plan. And so as we watch things go around us and we get frustrated, we wonder why God doesn't do something about all this. Well, remember, he's still in control. He still has a plan. And sometimes we have to fail in order to look up and find redemption. Don't go away. It gets worse. See you next time.
Hey friends, I'm so glad that you're enjoying this Bible study. And I hope that you'll like it and that you'll share it with others, either by word of mouth or forward the link that's here. Make sure we get the good news of Jesus out to as many people as we can. And hopefully this is a way that's engaging, entertaining, and encouraging along the way. It really is good news. And if you want to know more about me, check out my website, theeclecticmonk.com. See you soon.